It's week 2 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions' rocket arm quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On first down, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State. And he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
So that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 27, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
They'll They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Hearns last week: 17 carries, 81 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
The Lions had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Operating from the gun, Gallagher. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fall into the football their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 4 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Williams, a man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Gallagher. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 3rd down.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They'll try and throw for it here.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert.
And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Mevis for the PAT.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one hits up and good to extend their lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Now it's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Beavis on to attempt the point after.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A little juke. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over first and 10. Time for another look at this Lions offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gallagher. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And that's complete to Shepard. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Sterling Shepard, 62 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes...
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gallagher. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. So
everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gallagher. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, Gallagher. This is caught by Williams. 4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to work. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Gallagher. Caught left side. Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 28. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Gallagher.
Got a man. It's Judy complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Throwing on first down. Gallagher. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Alan Lazard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Fields on first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
To throw is Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Back to throw, Fields.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Throwing to start the drive. Gallagher, and his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Gallagher.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They'll look to throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun. Gallagher
throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Gallagher. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Beavis is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get to it.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Here's Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Bears!
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Gallagher, his throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Able to find Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. He's got it to Williams.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Gallagher. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, Gallagher.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Fields.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
To try again after the sack.
Fields.
Good yardage yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
3rd and 2, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Out of the gun, Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw on 2nd down. Gallagher.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Gallagher.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Nevis is up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss. Session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better?